Hey, 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 everybody. Happy Make Your Move Monday, the first Make Your Move Monday of January of 2026. This is Latrice McFadden coming to you live all the way from Durham, North Carolina. I am so excited to be with you on this first Monday of the new year. And this is my favorite month. As you can see, it's my birthday month, and my children always pick at me about wearing my button, but I'm going to wear it because it's my birthday month. So, I'm excited to still be here, excited to be celebrating number 55 coming up on J15. Um, just wanted to jump on today and share just a little bit of information about if you're planning to buy a home and what to think about. If you're planning to buy, sell, or invest in 2026, I always tell people it's a great time to do what you're ready to do. So we hear all of the things that are going on in society, and we hear things that, people tell us, oh, don't do this, wait until that. Whether it's buying, selling, starting a new job, quitting a job, whatever, starting a business. And my rule and guide in life is that when you're ready and you've prepared and you've done the research and you've done what you need to do, then that's the time for you to make your move. So, for as the Triangle Wealthy Group this year, we have a lot of great programs scheduled for you every month. We're going to have a consumer event starting this Saturday, January 10th. Yeah, the 10th. We will have our first home buying seminar, and it's going to be live via Zoom at 10 a.m. And we will have a home inspector, a lender, as well as somebody about insurance, because when you're buying a home, it is a whole process, and we are your team. And so you want to make sure that you have a strong team that is knowledgeable, that works together well to support you in this process, because usually for most people it's the largest purchase that we'll make in our lives, purchase or sale transaction. And we need to be educated and know that we're working with people who are knowledgeable, who will go the extra mile for you, who will ask questions, because I've been in this business since 1997, and I'm telling you, there's always something new. Every situation is different, and that's part of the reason that I love what I do. In addition to being able to help people and see people get their first home or their new home, or sell a home and take that money and go somewhere else, invest it in things like that. So it's just a real joy for me with that. So be sure to go to twgpresents.com and register for our first home buyer seminar of the year, our first consumer event of the year. And they will continue to be on the second Saturdays for the most part. We're going to have a client appreciation event next in February, but most of our events will be on the second Saturday of each month. But go to twgpresents.com and follow us on Eventbrite so that you can keep abreast. Go to Facebook, Triangle Wealthy Group, and follow us there so you can keep up with what we're doing. And then for my fellow real estate professionals, we didn't forget about you. We will have our next level mastermind, and we're going to be kicking it off this Thursday with the reason that I am here today doing Make Your Move Monday, which is Coach Dion Sanford out of Atlanta. She is going to be sharing with us some how we can grow our business and do some lead generation in 2026. So it is important that as real estate professionals that we work our business like a business, and we don't work it like a hobby, because if we do, it will pay us like a hobby. So our first mastermind of the year is this Thursday at 10 a.m. And you can go to twgmastermind.com to register for that. And I'll drop both of those links in the chat so you can have them. But again, like I said, happy 2026. It's a blessing to be still here, still in this industry. We had our wealthy group mastermind this morning, and it was brought up that, a lot of most agents didn't even close a single deal last year. And so a lot of people have gotten out of the business. This is not a business for the faint of heart, but if you work the business and stay consistent, then you can do it, and you can definitely be successful. And you also have to be willing to grow and change. So, just to talk a little bit about the current market, like I said before, each person needs to look at their particular situation to see where you are. Have you saved money? Have you gotten your credit right? Do you have a budget? And if you've done those things, or if you, even if you haven't done those things, or you have questions about how to do those things, you can reach out to me. You can reach out and join us on this Saturday, and we'll be talking about some of the specific steps for home buying, with for the process and what you need to do. And if you're ready, you might be ready now. Your lease might be ending soon. Your lease might be ending middle of the year or next year. So it's important to get your balls lined up, get everything in a row so that you are prepared, and it's not you're calling me at the last minute and saying, "Oh man, my lease ends next month and I need to be in a house." I can work fast, but I don't may not be able to work that fast because it is definitely a process. So just, if you're thinking about it, if you have questions about it, I always talk about how my dad told me that, I should buy a home back in 95, I think it was. And, or maybe he said it in 94 and I bought 95, but I was like, I can't buy a home. And lo and behold, when I did the research, I actually could buy a home. And I can't tell you the number of clients that I've had that have said or thought for, years that they couldn't buy a house. And then they find out that, they reach out, they talk to me, they talk to someone, and then they realize, oh, I can do it. It's not as difficult as what I thought it was. So if you have questions, if you're thinking about it, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's schedule a consultation. And then also you can just start with our homebuyer seminar that we're going to have this Saturday so you can get an idea. And then we can go and talk about your specific situation because everybody's situation is different. So that is the first thing about buying. And then I've heard a lot of people that didn't want to do anything because of the interest rates. Look, the interest rates are going to be the interest rates. And if you wait for interest rates to come down, then guess what? You're going to be competing with a lot of other people who are also waiting for the interest rates to come down. And then that means the prices of the houses are going to go up because you're going to be competing. So the inventory right now, there's a lot of great inventory on the market. New builders are still offering good incentives. So if you think you're ready, let's talk about it. And see what's out there, because you may be even able with new construction, or maybe even with some existing homes, we may be able to structure that deal to buy down your interest rate or have the seller buy down your interest rate. Home builders are still offering, interest rate buy down. So you might be able to get the best of both worlds. And I always tell my clients, you want to make sure that you are being strategic. I don't ever want anybody to be house poor, but we have to have a place to live. And if you're renting somewhere, you're paying somebody's mortgage. So let's see if there's a way that you can be strategic and make it your mortgage and build some equity and build some wealth in 2026. So I would, like I said, just encourage you to do that. If you have a house and you're thinking about selling, maybe you want to downsize, maybe you want to upsize, maybe you just want to move to a different location, or, have a change in your life for whatever reason. Don't wait to sell. If it's time for you to move and you're ready to move, then let's talk about it. Let's strategically price your home. Let's get it, decluttered and staged appropriately and priced appropriately. And homes are still selling. It may take a little bit longer and you may have to be creative with your incentives and things like that. But homes are still selling. People are still buying and selling real estate because life changes and things are going to continue to happen. If you have experienced some financial struggles in the recent past with all of the things that have been going on, don't feel defeated. Let's talk, let's make a plan and get yourself back on track. If if everything is okay and your mortgage is okay, and or even if it's not, let's talk about it and figure out how to avoid foreclosure if it's gotten to that point, or if you think it might get to that point. If you have, experienced some, trials or whatever, and you think it's going to keep you from buying, let's talk about it. Let's put you in touch with the right people, whether it's a lender, whether it's a financial planner, somebody to help you with budgeting. There is lots of help out here today, and I am happy to be a resource to get you on the right path, so that you can buy or sell or invest. And that was the last topic I was going to bring up, is investing. This is the time, when we want to position ourselves as investors to be ready to buy at any time. And when people are needing to sell and the market is a little bit slower, that's a good time to buy, because maybe you can find a better deal. And I have some tools that I've recently been introduced to help find off market properties. So if you are an investor and you're looking for that, reach out to me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what your goals are. Are you wanting to be an investor that's going to buy and hold? Are you wanting to be an investor that's going to fix and flip? Some sort of combination of both, or are you open and just will want to have a couple of different strategies? So, lots of opportunity in the real estate market. So, I encourage you to, like I said, reach out to me. Let's schedule a one-on-one and talk about your specific situation and how I can be of assistance to reach your specific real estate goals. And if it's not me, I can definitely refer you to somebody for the specific issues that you're dealing with and help you achieve whatever your real estate goals are. So, y'all know I always say I picked Make Your Move because I want to encourage people to make your move in life, regardless to what it is, whether it's obviously I'm helping, talking about real estate, but whatever it is that you want to do, if you want to start a new business this year, if you want to lose weight, gain weight, buy a house, pick up a new hobby. My daughter's going to get me, but she has picked up, is taking singing lessons, because when she was little, I told her she couldn't sing. And so she's taking singing lessons and clay lessons. And we went and played pickleball. So don't feel like there's anything that you can't do if you want to try it, and don't put it in your mind that it's something that's not for you, because a lot of times we can think, and I'm guilty. You probably saw my post about New York. I was like, I don't like New York in the winter. I'm not doing it. I'm not going. And there have been other things where I've been like, I don't like that. Friend of mine years ago was like, let's go whitewater rafting. And I was like, no, I don't do whitewater rafting. Went and absolutely loved it. Zip lining. So just things that I would have never thought that I would have done. Stand up paddleboard yoga. What is that? Why? But I had a ball doing it. And if I had just decided I can't and I won't, then I never would have. If I hadn't listened to my father, who said, or hadn't had him to say to me, you need to buy a house, I wouldn't have, because I would have thought, I can't do it. It's impossible. I've done XYZ. And so we need to make sure that in 2026, we're giving ourselves some grace and some mercy and some encouragement so that we can achieve whatever goals and not let ourselves feel defeated, and not let other people's thoughts and whatever. And it's all, I'm not saying that people don't mean well, but taking on somebody else's fear or doubt can prevent us from moving forward and achieving the goals that we want to in 2026. So if you haven't already, do your vision board, write down your goals, and then go back and write down the steps to achieve them. Because if you have a thought in your mind, it's just a dream until you write it down. And then if you don't put a plan behind it, it's still just a dream. So that's my words of encouragement for the first Make Your Move Monday for 2026. Again, whatever it is that you want to do, buying, selling, investing, starting a business, whatever, just do it. Make your move. Every step counts, and plan, do the steps that need to be done, but make your move. So that's all I have for today. And I will see you next Monday, same time. We may have a guest working on that. So, but again, if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest this year, please reach out to me. Let's talk. And then join us this Saturday for our home buyer seminar. It will be live via Zoom, so you don't have to get out. I think the weather is supposed to be nice, but we're going to get you in and out early in an hour and a half, and you'll get all of the information that you need. And so be sure to share this. If you don't need to buy or sell, be sure to share this and let someone that you know who might be interested join us. So I'm going to drop those links in the chat. Like I said, twgpresents.com for this Saturday and twgmastermind.com for my fellow real estate professionals. And I know that Coach D is also going to be doing a boot camp. So when she talks to us on Thursday, if you want to, really work your business and start out 2026 and have some challenging things to do that. And then also Triangle Wealthy Group, stay tuned. We are going to be having our Triangle Wealthy Group Challenge. It'll be coming up later this month. It's so I'm not going to share too much details with you, but stay on the lookout for that so that you can join us, because at Triangle Wealthy Group, we're always encouraging people to work your business. So there's plenty of room for everybody at the top. So let's get there together. Y'all have a good one, and I will see you next Monday.